This week's economic update is presented by Augusta Business Daily and TAB, the Alternative Board.
Coach Dave, I can't think of one week during the year with more economic development than the Masters Week coming up really next week. 1 week from today, the practice rounds begin. I would imagine the hotels are kind of getting everything pretty sparkly, right?
Sure, I would think so. Hopefully, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the Candlewood Suites sinking $1.2 million just to get ready for the big week. I've heard, I don't know about you, but hotels make their whole year during this 1 week. And we've got pictures of some of the renovations that they're doing, not only to the lobby, but to all of the guest rooms on all 3 floors. And they're an extended kind of a suite market that they have. So they're hoping that everyone will stay for the week and all. But as you see with these pictures, it's just beautiful. They're over by Clawson Road, which is near I-20 and Riverwatch Parkway, not too far from Magnolia Lane. That's our master story for the week.
In other news this week, I don't know if you guys got a chance to read it, but there was an article about new charging station going in out at the airport. And the interesting thing that I saw there is there's 2 things. One, they're putting in some really high-powered charging stations to charge cars and airplanes, believe it or not.
I've heard of Teslas, but I haven't heard of Boeings.
Right, we've heard about the semis, and I haven't heard of the Boeing charge.
No, that's a new one.
Apparently, there is new technology out there where they're actually flying some planes with batteries. So I guess my question would be, would you fly in a plane with a battery?
Not only no, but heck no. But these things take time.
Right.
I'm sure they're going to do some testing, with cargo, I understand, before human lives. So
you would think, well, somebody's got to fly the plane, right?
Well, that's true. That's a really good point. Wow. Right. Interesting.
They do have drones. I mean, they have the equivalent of drones. Like they could have technically they wouldn't have to have a pilot, I guess, right? So.
Yeah, and this is the first of its kind in the whole state of Georgia. So the test is, we're the guinea pigs.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, I would go check out that article. It's really interesting.
Coach Dave also has a really neat article, and you can link to it at the bottom of our YouTube description. Of course, ABD Extra is all about economic development, but also recruiting and retention and bringing employees into the fold to create success for your company.
Right. Just to expand a little bit, I actually thought of a really cool acronym this morning so business owners can remember a couple of key things while they're going about their business in their business, right?
I think you're going to ace this.
Awesome. So the ACE is the acronym.
Okay.
Thank you, Neil. So the ACE stands for appreciation. So show gratitude to your employees on a regular basis. There's 2 ways to do that. There's every day as you walk around.
Pat on the back.
Give them absolutely.
Okay.
And then also have, of course, what we tend to think about more often is the formal appreciation, awards and those types of things.
A few dollars here and there.
Right. And the second part of the ACE is the C, create opportunities for growth. Employees really want to know how they can win in your environment. How do they get it? How do they get advancement? But the second part of that is personal. Do you care about them personally? I know sometimes we say, we try to draw a separation between work and personal lives. But the reality is, the more you're involved in that employee's life, realize that job serves a personal purpose for them. It's really about them going out. What does it serve for them long term?
And then E is establish. What are you establishing?
Establish a trusting, safe environment for your employees. Give them opportunities to grow, give them opportunities to try, give them opportunities to fail. Essentially, and also let them just be themselves, but within reason, of course, create your company culture. And so that stands for ACE.
I love that. And of course, you and Darren Myers really co-pilot, we'll play on words from our earlier story, you co-pilot TAB, the Alternative Board. It's a peer-to-peer advisory board. Do these type of employee situations come up each month?
I would say that's probably the number one challenge that business owners bring up is, this. How do they retain employees? How do they find employees? I mean, the cool thing is that by coming together as a group, we can really help each other learn from each other and use techniques from other industries to apply them into your industry to hire, train. So it's really a great environment.
Well, you aced it. And to learn more, please just click on the link at the bottom. He's Coach Dave. I'm News Guy Neil. Thank you for being part of ABD Extra. We'll see you next week.
This week's economic update is presented by Augusta Business Daily and TAB, the Alternative Board. To learn how TAB can help your business, visit tabcsra.com.